Well, in these times, more companies are working to fight COVID-19 the best way that they can. And for one local brewing company, that means turning their brews into hand sanitizer. So Kylie is showing us how Tan Brewing is creating what they call sanitizer. I like that. Good morning.
Good morning. A good little play on words. I have a bottle right here. This is a 3-ounce bottle, and if you actually do to-go orders with Tan, they will sell you this for $5. You can tack it on to the end when you are filling out that order online. But a majority of this will be going to the places that need it most. So they are going to be donating it to Honor Health as well as the city of Chandler, so that all those essential workers in Chandler have some hand sanitizer when they're on the job. It's a pretty cool process. They're taking the expired beer, they're transforming it into hand sanitizer. So we are here at their brewery in Chandler this morning, and we want to introduce you to the founder and the brewmaster here of Tan Brewery. Anthony is joining us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
We're keeping our distance, following, of course, the rules. Tell me how this got started, because you had an idea. You can't have expired beer, right? You can't let beer go to waste.
Never tell a brewer you're going to dump his beer. It's like saying you're going to take his girlfriend. Like, you don't do that. It hurts us. So when we were talking with Crescent Crown last week about what are we going to do with the beer that was supposed to go to all the bars and restaurants that are now shuttered, and they said, well, we're going to have to dump it. I said, no, we can distill it. All beer contains alcohol, somewhere between 4 and 10%, depending on the beer. We can distill that alcohol out of the beer and get it up to medical grade, up to 190, 191 proof, which is now medical sanitizer. We add a little bit of glycerin, sugar water, a little bit of peroxide according to denature it by FDA standards. And we're trying to get it to there's so much need in the health industry. My sister, my brother-in-law, they're both doctors in Manhattan. They're in the epicenter of it. So I talk to her every night. I hear about it every night. There's such a need. We have a relationship with Honor Health, so getting it to Honor Health first. They're on the front lines. Then after that, the city of Chandler. I mean, our first responders, the people in our community, the police, fire. They don't have a choice. They have to respond, and they do it because they're heroes, and they're getting out there first responding. So I need to get it to them. People at the city, the people that are keeping our city running, the government, fire, the police. It really is. It really naturally and very easily occurred.
So let's talk a little bit about the process, because we've got some kegs here of hand sanitizer, and this is really unique and cool. How does this work? How do you drop it off to Honor Health?
So we do what brewers do. We rack our product into kegs. Honor Health has their own sanitized collection. They have bulk bins that they carry it in, and we just take it and we pump it out like you would any type of beer. We pump it right into their sanitary bins. Takes us about 10 minutes, and then back to the shop to make some more.
That is pretty awesome. Before we go, we're going to have you switch places, because we do want to introduce you to Joe. He is with CCD. He is the distributor here. So you guys work together, right? You're the distributor. You get this out to bars and restaurants.
That's right.
How much expired beer did you have just sitting there?
Well, it's not uncommon to have expired beer at any time of the year. There's always a few kegs, and we never sell them when they go expired. But I had a real issue. We've got over 20,000 kegs that will likely expire before we can sell them. So I called Anthony to ask him, hey, what do you do with so much? I mean, what is it going to overwhelm the wastewater system? I didn't know. And I looked at him for advice, and in typical Anthony fashion, he not only came up with something, but came up with something to make it good and produce something that's so needed.
A great collaboration. Thank you, guys. It obviously takes the beer maker and the distributor to get all of this up and running. Again, Sanitizer, a funny little name, a really clever little name. Again, you can get these bottles for yourself if you do order food from Tan. You do have to pay a small fee, but most of the hand sanitizer going to the folks that need it most, the hospital workers and those essential employees here in the city of Chandler.